I want people to see that injustice was done and that it can be corrected. It just has to be in the right hands. Just people need to hear the story.
We're a team of digital journalists searching for the truth.
This time, we're investigating the sexual assault of a young school teacher in South Georgia.
And she said, oh yeah, damn right I was scared to death. I came home from church expecting nothing, and here's this guy.
What happened inside the teacher's apartment on that Sunday afternoon was horrific. Sonny Bharadia is spending life in prison for the crime.
But DNA from the crime belongs to another man connected to the case. Sonny's lawyers have one last-ditch motion called habeas corpus to try and get that evidence in front of a jury.
This is the last real opportunity to do anything about a wrongful conviction.
Sonny Bharadia is serving a life sentence. He's charged with robbing and sexually assaulting a young teacher inside her apartment just outside of Savannah. But Sonny wasn't the only defendant in this case. Sterling Flint was also charged, but he took a plea deal to testify against Sonny.
Basically, out of retaliation, threw me on the bus because it's like he got caught. I was like double-crossed something that I don't even know nothing about at a revenge.
We pulled Sterling's rap sheet. If it was a resume, he would have a long career as a criminal. We found 14 different cases where he's been convicted of theft, burglary, and drug charges. We wanted to speak with Sterling himself. The problem with that? He's currently in prison.
There's something else about Sterling Flint. He was also one of the first men that the victim identified in a lineup. But jurors never saw that.
When we got to trial, the first photo lineup had disappeared. Nobody knew where it was.
The first lineup vanished, but not the one where the victim chose Sonny Bharadia. And it was the only one presented in court.
He looks nothing like Sterling Flint. He is not African American, and she said it was him.
The victim took the stand and pointed to Sonny Bharadia as her attacker. Sterling Flint also took the stand.
When Sterling took the stand, he thought, I guess, he was going to waltz out there. And when I started honing in on him, he jumped down off the stand. In full view of the jury, they take him back.
Someone else seemed more certain on the stand. A friend of Sterling's was called to trial at the last minute.
I got a phone call from a deputy downtown. Hey, do you know these people? We're having a trial about them. Can you come down here? That's how I ended up on the stand.
Ashley Brown was asked about the victim's stolen computer, CDs, and several other personal items that had mysteriously turned up in Sterling's possession.
At the time, I didn't know how bad it was. I just thought the house had been robbed. I didn't know there was a sexual assault involved. I didn't know any of that. And so when they put me on the stand, I mean, I just told them what Sterling had told me, that we were holding it for Sonny.
The victim's computer was stashed in a U-Haul right outside Ashley's sister's house, which is only about a 4-minute walk away from where the crime took place. But it wasn't until this very moment that Ashley put the pieces together.
I just can't believe that it happened right behind her house, and she wasn't aware of it, and I didn't know until just now. Wow.
Makes me feel like an idiot.
Do you think that the wrong man could be in jail?
I didn't want to believe it for a long time, but I do now, yes.
In May 2017, Sterling faced a felony drug charge in DeKalb County. We thought his court date was our chance to talk to him, but his lawyer was as close as we could get, since Sterling is currently behind bars. That lawyer had no clue about this case or his client's DNA match.
That is news to me, and I'm not familiar with it at all. I did not represent him on that case, and I have no idea as to what has transpired and what's happening now, until now.
What about the victim? Has she questioned Sterling Flint's involvement? We heard she does keep up with the case. On the phone, her mom says that she knows about the DNA evidence, and the attack lingers on her mind.
Sonny can't escape what happened either. On the anniversary of the attack, he writes, "Today marks 16 years. It has been a long time. I never would have thought that I would endure this long. So much has happened."
While Sonny sits behind bars, his original attorney is living with a confession of his own.
If there was anything that you could say to Sonny, what would you tell him?
I'm sorry.